This unmarked concrete building has no sign on the front door. To local fishermen passing along the coast, it looks like nothing more than an abandoned utility shed or a plain municipal storehouse, officially known on regional municipal blueprints as Building 506. But to top-level military analysts in Washington, Tokyo, and Beijing, this unassuming structure is the nerve center keeping the modern global economy alive. While daily news headlines focus heavily on fighter jets crossing the median line, naval blockades, and missile defense batteries, the real battle for global tech dominance is happening silently beneath the waves. Today, we are going deep inside Taiwan's $15 billion subsea fortification network to uncover how fiber optic cables thinner than a single strand of human hair stand as the ultimate shield, protecting the world's most critical technology. To understand why this invisible network exists, you first have to grasp the sheer terrifying fragility of our digital reality. Over 90% of the world's most advanced artificial intelligence chips, the silicon brains powering everything from advanced military algorithms to the massive data centers of Microsoft, Google, Apple, and NVIDIA, are manufactured on a single, mountainous island sitting in one of the world's most contested maritime zones. When people talk about the Silicon Shield, they usually picture giant semiconductor fabrication plants, billion-dollar clean rooms called fabs run by Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC. But a fab cannot function in isolation. A modern semiconductor facility requires gigawatts of uninterrupted electricity, ultra-pure water, an endless stream of raw materials, and above all, instant, unthrottled global data communications. Without continuous high-speed data interconnectivity, TSMC's automated supply chains freeze within minutes. Global design teams in California, Europe, and East Asia would instantly lose the ability to feed complex physical layouts to lithography machines. The moment Taiwan is cut off from the global internet grid, the world's technological engine suffers instant cardiac arrest. Enter the subsea cable network, a multi-billion-dollar labyrinth of armored cables lying in the dark sediment. At the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, over 99% of all intercontinental internet traffic travels through undersea fiber optic lines, not satellites. Taiwan is anchored to the global economy by approximately 14 major international subsea cable systems landing across 4 critical coastal nodes. These cables carry petabytes of financial data, cloud computing commands, and proprietary semiconductor design files every second. If an adversary wanted to paralyze Taiwan without dropping a single bomb, they wouldn't attack a fab directly. They would simply cut the cables, and that isn't a theoretical threat. In recent years, Taiwan's outlying islands have experienced total communication blackouts when commercial fishing vessels and sand dredgers repeatedly dragged heavy anchors across seabed cables. Whether intentional sabotage or gray zone pressure tactics, these incidents exposed a massive geopolitical vulnerability. To solve this, a massive $15 billion defense and infrastructure transformation was launched in secret. The mission was straightforward, but engineering-wise staggering. Turn Taiwan's subsea cable landings into an impenetrable, redundant, and self-healing underwater fortress. The first layer of this shield begins at the shoreline. Historically, subsea cables made landfall on public beaches, where they were exposed to shallow water dredging, anchor drags, and physical sabotage. Under the new defense architecture, engineering teams used advanced horizontal directional drilling to bore deep tunnels beneath the sea floor, exiting miles out at sea in deep water channels where surface anchors cannot reach. At the landward end, plane facilities like Building 506 act as bunkerized landing stations, built to withstand direct artillery hits, seismic shocks, and electromagnetic pulses. These facilities house heavy optical line, terminals, and specialized power feed equipment that inject thousands of volts of direct current down the cables to power. Submerged optical repeaters. Below the water's surface lies the second layer, active acoustic and satellite surveillance networks. Taiwan, alongside Allied maritime intelligence, deployed a dense matrix of hydrophones and automated seabed sensors along cable corridors. These sensors monitor underwater acoustic signatures in real time, detecting suspicious subsea drone activity, midget submarines, or surface ships lingering illegally over critical infrastructure. The moment a ship loiters or drops an anchor near a cable zone, automated tracking alerts marine patrol vessels and naval assets. Simultaneously, private satellite constellations track the vessel's automatic identification system markers, capturing high-resolution radar imagery regardless of weather or cloud cover. The final piece of this $15 billion puzzle is dynamic AI-driven network redundancy. If a primary cable line is severed in deep water, high-speed automated switching protocols instantly reroute traffic across secondary and tertiary paths, including newly deployed low Earth orbit satellite terminals and deep-sea bypass cables connected directly to allied nodes in Japan, the Philippines, and Guam. This complex web of physical armor, seabed surveillance, and instant optical rerouting ensures that even in the midst of a military crisis, the digital heartbeat of the global semiconductor supply chain keeps beating without interruption. The war for control of the modern world's future isn't just about high-tech fighter jets, semiconductor factories, or geopolitical speeches at international summits. It is being fought in the silent, pitch-black ocean depths, where fiber optic cables thinner than a strand of hair protect a trillion-dollar global economy. Next time you pick up a smartphone, launch an AI query, or look at a modern microchip, remember the $15 billion underwater shield holding it all together? Hit that subscribe button below to stay ahead of the critical tech stories shaping our future, and drop a comment letting us know your thoughts on this hidden subsea war. As we look further into this vast defensive network, one cannot overlook the technological engineering triumphs required to lay these optical veins across treacherous marine geology. The floor of the Taiwan Strait and the surrounding Philippine Sea present some of the most dynamic seismic conditions on the planet. Deep tectonic trenches, underwater mudslides, and active volcanic activity constantly threaten to crush or snap any static infrastructure placed in their path. To counteract these raw natural forces, defense contractors developed specialized, articulated armor sleeves, flexible, steel articulation joints designed to absorb massive, tectonic shifts without snapping the ultra-fragile glass strands inside. Furthermore, laying these high-capacity lines requires highly specialized cable ships operating under constant military oversight and electronic camouflage. These vessel maneuvers are timed down to the exact second to avoid detection by foreign surface surveillance platforms and attack submarines hovering near deep-water channels. Once the cable is laid along the seabed, automated subsea trenchers cut deep troughs into the ocean sediment, burying the line up to 3 meters beneath the sea floor. This deep burial process drastically lowers the risk of accidental snagging by deep-sea trawlers or intentional slicing by hostile seabed crawlers. Yet, physical fortification is only half the battle. Inside every subsea cable station lies a sprawling routing apparatus tasked with managing signal degradation. Because optical signals decay as they travel across thousands of kilometers of ocean floor, laser signals must be continually amplified using erbium-doped fiber amplifiers powered by ultra-high voltage direct current. This power is fed directly through the copper jackets surrounding the glass fibers, creating an energized conduit stretching across ocean chasms. If a hostile actor attempts to physically tamper with or tap into this line using non-invasive inductive sensors, the subtle power fluctuations and light polarization drops trigger instant automatic kill switches, blacking out that specific segment and switching the data stream to an alternate path before any sensitive design data can be intercepted or manipulated. This level of resilience extends far beyond hardware. It represents a fundamental shift in modern asymmetric defense doctrine. In traditional military strategy, nations build fortified walls and missile silos to defend physical territory. But in an era where global power is determined by microsecond latency and computing density, strategic defense means protecting the flow of bits and bytes across international waters. The loss of a single major subsea cable cluster could trigger a cascading liquidity crisis across Western financial markets within hours, halting trades, disrupting banking ledgers, and crippling real-time military communications. Recognizing this absolute dependency, international coalitions have subtly integrated subsea cable protection into broader maritime defense frameworks. Naval patrols now routinely conduct anti-submarine warfare exercises specifically focused on mapping, clearing, and securing deep-water cable landing zones. Deep submergence rescue and recovery vehicles are now equipped with robotic repair arms, capable of executing complex fiber splicing at depth levels that were once considered completely inaccessible to human technology. Meanwhile, engineers on land continue to build additional layers of redundancy directly into Taiwan's urban digital backbone. High-capacity microwave relay stations are constructed atop jagged mountain peaks across the central mountain range, providing a line-of-sight emergency fallback grid capable of beaming vital operational command signals across the island, even if every terrestrial and subsea cable landing station were somehow compromised. Simultaneously, this relentless drive to harden every link in the supply chain demonstrates a profound reality. Taiwan's true defense is not merely its military hardware, but its absolute, irreplaceable integration into the modern digital world. Every strand of glass running beneath the Pacific is a tether linking the stability of the global economy directly to the security of the island. As long as those fiber strands continue to transmit data unimpeded, the incentive for global powers to preserve peace and open sea lanes along this crucial corridor remains absolute. The story of the $15 billion shield is ultimate proof that the most critical battles of our technological age are rarely fought out in the open. They unfold quietly in concrete bunkers like Building 506, inside clean rooms where microchips are etched atom by atom, and along the cold, silent, abyssal plains of the ocean floor. By securing the physical channels that transport human knowledge and computing power across the globe, this underwater fortress ensures that the technological engine driving humanity forward remains protected against whatever challenges loom on the horizon.